Genesis chapter 17. And when Abram was 99 years old, Jehovah appeared to Abram and said to him, I am the all-sufficient God. Walk before me, and be perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and you. And I will multiply you exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, this is my covenant with you. And you shall become the father of a multitude of nations. Your name shall no longer be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham. For I have made you the father of a multitude of nations. And I will make you exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of you, and kings will come forth from you. And I will establish my covenant between me and you and your seed after you throughout their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be God to you and to your seed after you. And I will give to you and to your seed after you the land of your sojournings, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. And God said to Abraham, And as for you, you shall keep my covenant, you and your seed after you throughout their generations. This is my covenant, which you shall keep, between me and you and your seed after you. Every male among you shall be circumcised. And you shall be circumcised in the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a sign of a covenant between me and you. And he who is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every male throughout your generations, he who is born in the house or bought with money from any foreigner who is not of your seed. He who is born in your house and he who is bought with your money must be circumcised, thus my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. But as for the uncircumcised male who is not circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin, that person shall be cut off from his people, he has broken my covenant. And God said to Abraham, As for Sarai your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but her name shall be Sarah. And I will bless her, and I will also give you a son by her. Indeed, I will bless her, and she will be a mother of nations, kings of peoples will come forth from her. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, Will a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? And will Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child? And Abraham said to God, Oh, that Ishmael might live before you. But God said, No, but Sarah your wife will bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant for his seed after him. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you, indeed, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes will he beget, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant I will establish with Isaac, whom Sarah will bear to you at this appointed time next year. And when he finished talking with him, God went up from Abraham. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all who were born in his house, and all who were bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin on the very same day, as God had said to him. And Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. On the very same day Abraham was circumcised as well as Ishmael his son. And all the men of his house, those born in the house and those bought with money from a foreigner, were circumcised with him.